Today we're gonna make deli-style shrimp salad. This is one of the best spring and summer dishes. Here are all the ingredients. Let's get into it right now. So I always like to go over the ingredients. For me, it helps me, but more importantly, it helps you. I think no matter what level of cook you are, it's just better to have everything prepped like this. So with that being said, let's talk about what we have here. I have 31 to 40 count shrimp. This is Gulf shrimp, but you can use any shrimp you like. It's a good size for this shrimp salad, though you can definitely use larger ones. I have all the shells, tails, everything removed. It's gonna just make it a lot simpler because what you're going to do is after we cook them, they're gonna get tossed with the sauce. If you have shells on, you'll have to remove them all. We're gonna brine the shrimp really quickly for about 10, 12 minutes in 2 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. I have a half a teaspoon of Diamond Crystal Kosher salt, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and then to poach these shrimp essentially, we'll do it in about a half a gallon of water. It doesn't have to be exact, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We'll shock those shrimp and then we'll mix it with the delicious sauce we're gonna make. And if you're looking here and you're like, okay, there's a lot of ingredients here, I just want to tell you right away. So I worked in 4 delis. All 4 of them made their shrimp salad different. And I'm pretty positive that it's not a ubiquitous thing like say tuna salad is, or New York deli potato, New York deli mac, chicken salad. Those recipes are all pretty much the same wherever you go. This one, a lot of delis aren't even making it anymore, and it's not a big seller. Oftentimes they'll buy it from Restaurant Depot or something like that, but it is delicious. And it's, again, I'm gonna try to make it the way the place I preferred the most made it. Okay, so they did put dill in it, and I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of that minced dill. If you don't like dill, remove it completely. We also have 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. We have a half a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, 1 teaspoon of celery salt, 2 teaspoons Dijon mustard, a 1/4 cup of finely diced red onion, and then a half a cup of finely diced celery, and then about 2 ounces of lemon juice. There's similarities to this with a lobster salad. Again, a lot of the places really will just kind of lean towards mayo and a lot of celery seed. I think this way's better. I do. And I think the taste tester is gonna love the type of roll that I'm gonna put it on, which I think is gonna take it over the top. All right, let's get into it right now. Okay, so the shrimp, since these are, poaching, they don't have to be dry, really dry. Just, I let them drain. Buy them in the bag that are frozen, because when you buy them from a fish counter, all they're doing, and this is 99.99999% of the time, they are taking a frozen bag, a larger bag, and just defrosting them there. And then if they don't sell by the end of the day, then they're kind of sitting. The frozen ones in the bag are that way the whole time, okay? Shrimp are caught on the boat and then they're frozen immediately. Okay, so that's our half teaspoon of Diamond Crystal Kosher salt and half teaspoon of baking soda. Here is 2 teaspoons of Old Bay. I love Old Bay. So listen, let it sit for 10, 12, 15 minutes. If you go for 16, nobody is gonna do anything to you. Okay, really simple here. Just mix all the sauce ingredients together. So 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. This is already squeezed fresh lemon juice. 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. 3/4 cup of mayo. This seems like more than 3/4 cup, but put in most of it. I'll save some for after. Pretty much like every deli salad, you're gonna have to remix anyway on the next day. So this is a 1/4 cup of that finely diced red onion, half a cup of that finely diced celery, and then that half teaspoon of Old Bay and the 1 teaspoon of celery seed. Get some salt. I don't think it really matters for this one so much, but if you're concerned about looks, then go for the white pepper. Don't use as much, it's stronger than the black pepper. It has a little bit of a different taste too. Forgot the dill. So again, don't use it if you don't like dill, okay? Or just start with less and then go into more. Maybe like that much. All right, put it off to the side. I'm pretty much boiling here. Almost. 1 tablespoon lemon juice. I have an ice water bath, and the shrimp will shock right in there. It really is important that you stop the cooking. You really want to shock them, okay? Let's get the shrimp in. It's gonna take about 60, 90 seconds. Tara, you wanna time this?
Sure.
Okay, just spread them out so they get even cooking. But I think it's gonna take longer because I didn't wait for the water to boil.
Okay.
So it's probably gonna take more like 2. I was impatient. Yeah, these are good. You can turn off the heat. Don't fall for that stupid CO trick that people say. It's a hack. These things turn to O's in a second of hitting the water, but they're not cooked all the way. All right? See this? I'm touching right now, and it's still a little warm. Just let them get cold. All right, so I'm gonna put all the shrimp over here. Just you could try to scoop this ice out of the way, because what I wanna do is I just wanna dry these off a little bit. So when if I scoop the shrimp on there with the remaining ice, it's just gonna melt over time, which I don't really want. Take some paper towels, dry them off. You could put them through a strainer too. So the trick to making this salad and making really any deli salad is what, Tara?
Letting it sit overnight.
It's magic, right? That's
Yes.
that's the reason why deli food tastes better, whatever salad you're eating, than what you're making. You know, they're putting it in overnight, and then they're remixing the next day, and then they're putting it in again, and you know, up until about 3 or 4 days when they have to discard it. But yeah, I mean, it's like anything; it tastes more flavorful. I'm saying that to you now because even if you don't get all the water off here, you're going to drain it the next day. I sound like a broken record here. All right, so we have our delicious sauce. Put a tiny bit more dill in when nobody was looking, and then let's just get all the shrimp in there. A little bit of liquid there. I'll try to keep it in the pan. Let's mix this up. Let's get it well coated. Even something flat would probably work better. We want like the shrimp to really be able to absorb this sauce. We're gonna try one right now. It will be good. It just won't be as good. I think it needs a touch more celery seed. Maybe about that much more. So listen to me. Minimum 2 hours in the fridge. Okay, maybe 3. Get it cold. But overnight is better. It's been 3 hours in the fridge. It would be better if it was overnight. So what I did was I mixed it up at the 90-minute mark. Okay, so I'm gonna get in here again, just mix it. It is delicious. It is so good. So really simple, just like this. Just get something that will fit in there and just drain it. So what's gonna happen here is all the liquid will go. The mayo is kind of a solid. A lot of the liquid from the lemon juice and the shrimp, the poached shrimp, is just a little too liquidy. The video that really comes to mind, I think, is the chicken salad, right, Tara? That's the one that I did it like this.
Yeah.
The tuna salad, I used bread. I actually used crackers, but white bread is very typical. But you wouldn't do that for something like this. So you see how much liquid I got out of there?
It's a lot.
Yeah. So really, it depends how well you want to do this now. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so ton of liquid out of there. Let's get that shrimp back in there. That's the liquid. Look at that, all that. If you remember originally, the recipe calls for 3/4 mayo. I didn't put it all initially. I have this here now, so I'm gonna mix it in. If you do end up using the full 3/4, even the next day, you're gonna have to probably put a little bit more mayo. So I'm mixing about 2 tablespoons in here, which should be enough. But look, just by doing that, that's a nice consistency now. All right, that's gonna be really good on our sandwich. And speaking of our sandwich, I have this beautiful brioche bun. I'm gonna toast this up with lots of butter, a little lettuce on top for the taste tester. I think he's gonna love it. James, I have it in a container, and I also have a sandwich for you.
Okay.
Sandwich, okay. Why don't you unwrap it right here in the center so people can see what you're doing. Do your best, maybe eat those shrimp.
I will.
It's a small bun, so maybe the hot dog brioche buns, how they do with a lobster roll, would be even better.
We did that with the shrimp scampi rolls.
Yeah, we made shrimp scampi rolls last year. Okay, you just had it the other night too.
This is better.
This is better, huh? Why is it better?
It has less dill.
Less dill. I took 1 tablespoon of that out. It was 2 tablespoons originally. I made it 1 tablespoon.
I like it way more. The other night, I think I said I would give this an 8.5 because it was too overpowering with the dill. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 now.
Nice.
See, if you guys are true like Sip and Feast fans, you know that the only thing that I ever gave above a 10 out of 10 was the shrimp scampi rolls.
That's right.
And this kind of reminds me of it in a way when it's all in bulk.
Yeah, this is a cold version of it. I still think those were better. Do you think those were better?
I give that an 11 out of 10. This is a 10.
So we did shrimp scampi that were perfect for like a brioche bun. Oh, with a topped sauteed cherry tomatoes. It's good, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Got to stop you from eating too much because you have another taste test to do after this. Egg salad. In case you haven't figured it out yet, we're doing a lot of deli salads and sides on this channel. Think we should continue to do more, James?
Yeah, I like this.
All right, well, thanks for helping me out. People appreciate your ratings, and yeah, he gave it a 10, so.
You're forgetting like a deli thing
What's that?
is not a salad. That's super important.
What? Say it.
Rice pudding.
Oh, rice pudding. Yeah, Tara has been talking about rice pudding for a long time. If you want us to make a deli rice pudding, we 100% will. Let us know in the comments. And also, if there's something else you want, like say like a turkey club or a Monte Cristo or a Reuben or anything like that, we would tackle it too. If you're not subscribed to us on Instagram, subscribe on Instagram too. That's what we're trying to bump up, right, James?
Yep.
We're trying to grow that.
Chicken salad did good on Instagram.
Yeah, it did. It took off. See you next time.